Okay, you just turned 50 and your life didn't turn out exactly like you thought it would, right? Now what do you do? Some answers in 5 seconds. Hi everybody, I'm Ross Shafer and I want to thank you for finding the Relevant Leaders Club, where each week I post a new video to help you grow your career or your business. And today, I want to get personal. I want to talk about what's going through your mind as you turn 50 or 60. Or if you're in your late 40s, you're close enough to get a lot out of today's message. All right, first, let's see if any of these scenarios sound like you. Version 1, you've worked at the same company or organization for most of your life. And now you wonder if that was the right decision or not. Could you have done more somewhere else? Version 2, you've blown through a lot of jobs. Some were great, some weren't. Now you wish you'd stay with that first company because today your stock would be worth millions. How about your personal life? Hey, maybe you got married young, you became unhappy, but you raised your kids until the nest was empty, then you got divorced. Or you've been single all your life, poured everything into your career, and now you wonder if your life would have been better if you'd had a partner. You see what's happening here? At 50 years old, you're second guessing a past you can't change. I mean, I get this, I've done it myself. I used to fill my brain with what ifs and if onlys, and you know what it did for me? Made me crazy. Obsessing about the past paralyzed me from moving forward. And then one day it hit me that none of us can do over our past decisions. We only get so much time here. So we need to force ourselves to let go of the past and start taking a lesson from other people who have had greater success and greater fulfillment after 50. All right, what people? Well, first of all, Colonel Harlan Sanders. This guy was a failure in the restaurant business most of his life, and then with his last $100, he started his fried chicken company at age 60. 10 years later, he sold Kentucky Fried Chicken for $2 million. How about Frank McCourt? This guy was a school teacher, led a pretty ordinary life, retired. Then at 65, he tried his shot at writing novels, and his book, Angela's Ashes, sold over 8 million copies and won the Pulitzer Prize. Socrates learned to play musical instruments at 80. Michelangelo was sculpting into his 70s. Mother Teresa of Calcutta won the Nobel Peace Prize at 69, and then, because she had energy, she worked until she was 87. You can even be old and crotchety and still be successful, because at 63, Winston Churchill was an outspoken journalist, almost washed up, labeled a right-wing extremist, and then he was named Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. And at 65, he formed an alliance with the United States and Russia to defeat the Nazis. And Churchill was so invigorated by this kind of second career that he influenced world affairs until he was 90. Want another old guy? Sure, Ronald Reagan. He was governor of California at 57, president of the United States at 69. How about Ben Franklin? This guy helped draft the Declaration of Independence at 65 and signed the U.S. Constitution at 81. You see this guy? This is Peter Roget. He's one of my favorites because he suffered from OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. The only thing that calmed this guy down was making random lists of things. And one of his lists contained words that meant the same thing. So, at age 73, Peter Roget created a product we've all used, Roget's Thesaurus. Now look, I know you're frustrated. You may not even know what you should do or will do for the next 50 years, and that's okay. But I want you to believe there's no age limit on talent. There's no age restriction on wisdom. Don't let anybody discourage your desire to remain relevant. Because you and I both know other people who are not as smart as we are or not as resourceful have made valuable contributions to society after they were 50. The difference between them and you is they focused on what was possible and they stopped entertaining the ghosts of their past. All right, if you liked what you've heard here, please subscribe to this channel and leave a comment down below so the rest of our community can learn from your expertise, your experience. Now, we have other videos for you to watch, and I'd encourage you to get our free ebook, The Relevant Leaders Guide. I'll see you next time. I'm Ross Shafer.